Have you ever logged into your home lab and realized half your VMs are shut down because you simply ran out of space? You end up pruning volumes, archiving old snapshots, and deciding which projects are allowed to stay online. I reached that point, so I got the Samsung 990 EVO Plus with 2 terabytes of space. This drive gives my lab enough room to keep projects online without the need for constant cleanup. Let's install it. Roughly 10 minutes to install, and no more choosing which projects can stay online.
Step one, I'm going to pull out the power to the graphics card. That way I can remove it. Put those down off to the side. And then I need to unscrew these. Because this graphics card is so heavy and so long, it has a support here that goes on. Remove that. And then this motherboard has a button that I press in order to release the graphics card from its slot. It releases this little clamp right here, and it exposes this, which is the heatsink. I don't need a screw for these. It automatically comes with a little lever here. Well, when I opened this up and saw where the existing M.2 storage drives were, I had to do a little bit of research to make sure that I was installing this one in the correct spot. There are 3 of these that are Gen 5 and one of them that is Gen 4, and the labeling is off in comparison to what the motherboard diagram shows. And so I wanted to make sure that, despite the fact that the middle of these 3 says Gen 5, that is actually not a Gen 5. It is the Gen 4. And the one that is closest to the graphics card that doesn't have the Gen 5 is actually a Gen 5. Sometimes it's confusing. We've got to go ahead and check the specs. Glad I went ahead and did that, but now we can keep going and install our latest. I slide it in here. I like to put it in just a hair above, and then I push it down, slide the catch, make sure that it goes back, and that is installed. Now that we've done that, I can come over here. I can put this back down. Now this is keyed. Down here, there's actually 2 little bumps that align that, which allow me to come in here, and then I can slide that in. Now we're ready to go back and put our graphics card back in, because this guy is a monster.
While I'm installing the graphics card, I wanted to mention that the EVO Plus costs a decent bit more than entry-level 2 terabyte drives, coming in at around $400. I picked this drive because of its sustained write endurance, which matters when I'm rendering 100 gigabit videos or training AI models. Those things hammer the hard drive for a long time, and cheaper drives can slow to a crawl under those sustained loads. This one doesn't. If you're just storing documents, save your money. If your PC is connected to your income, this isn't where you cut corners.
There we have it. We have now added an additional 2 terabytes of storage to the computer, and she's looking great.
Now that we've got the NVMe SSD hard drive installed, we need to configure it in the operating system. To do that, open up the Start menu and I go to Format, Could have also typed hard disk. It'll pull up option for the control panel. And we'll see that here. It takes a moment to connect to all the virtual disk services, double check the hard drives. Once that's completed, it'll pull up on here. Initialize disk. Makes sense. Before you can use it, you have to initialize it. I prefer to use GPT at this point in time. MBR works with older systems, but I'm not planning on ever really running this, either the hard drive nor this computer with a older computer. Okay. Now that we have that, we have disk 2. And we need to new simple volume. So to do that, I right-clicked, new simple volume, next. We'll do all of the size, not F sounds about right. NTFS is the file system I'd like to use. I want to leave the volume label alone right now. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I will know at some point. But right now, new volume is fine. Perform a quick format works for me. And we'll click finish. Okay. And there we have it. Now we have disk F available for use. I can store things on it, and it is available for me. That is the end of it. Now we have another disk available on our computer. Thanks for joining me as I upgraded my PC with an additional hard drive.